All right, well, the Braves are out, so what else to do on a Sunday early October than a long overdue lawn tour? I've got three kind of different things going on in my lawn right now that I want to update you on since I haven't done a whole lot of videos recently. So the first update I'll give you is the front yard, my Bermuda lawn. I just dropped down my pre-emergent today, video to come. The second is my Zoysia seed project. Some of y'all probably wonder, was it boom or bust? Verdict is still out. I'll show you what it looks like today. And the third is going to be my fall overseeding. I'll show you some areas I seeded a couple weeks ago. They're starting to fill in despite a bunch of washout. And I'll show you the area that I have not seeded in several years and what it looks like before. So pretty cool stuff. Stick around. Let's check out the lawn. Well, luckily the dogs are still playing, so still got plenty to do. Go dogs. Here's what the front Bermuda lawn looks like. Not one of my better seasons for the Bermuda grass. Really, the one thing that made it kind of go less green earlier than normal for me is I did not put down my last application of fertilizer in mid to late August. I skipped it. And secondly, I didn't have time to mow this year. Mowing really makes a huge difference on your Bermuda lawn. So I just kept letting that height of cut come up and up and up and up and up. And I ended up almost at the top of my Time Master, 3.5 inches. Got pretty darn close to putting it at 4 inches until I decided to drop back down to 3. And that's why we've lost a lot of the color, but also got overrun with a weed called chamber bitter. This stuff is nasty. And I'll talk more about that next season as I work on some stuff that I'm going to do to help battle that weed and hopefully beat it. But here's what we're looking like to end the season. The only thing left is just going to be that fall leaf battle that is just about to come. So pre-emergent went down today, used a 007 product with some iron from Supersod. Really good deal, 50-pound bag. I think it was 35 bucks or so. That's my new favorite place to buy all of my lawn care products. I'll be using their fertilizer next year. So here's one of the negatives about having cool season and warm season grass. You start getting your own little domination line going when the seasons transition, the Bermuda fades, and then the cool season starts picking up. But this section was overseeded 2 weeks ago. It is popping some kind of nice looking green. Still a lot of thin, immature baby looking grass on it, but despite Helene dropping down 8-9 inches of rain, some grass took hold. I will have to spot seed in some areas, but overall I'm real happy with how this thing looks. Zoysia, look at that. Not what you expected. Well, I'm still not gonna give up on this. Even the areas that got diseased and kind of died out, there is some good matured, hardened off Zoysia in there, albeit thin. This is warm season Zoysia, which is a spreading grass, kind of like a Bermuda. It even looks a lot like a Bermuda. So I am really hoping I can push this next season with some fertilizer, do a little leveling over here, and get this to grow. I've been mowing it at 1.5 inches. I did treat it with a weed killer, which knocked out most of the weeds and left a lot of that bare stuff. We got some disease due to overwatering, and that's what we're looking like. But you know what? It came in, I grew it from seed. It actually looks fairly thick and decent in some of these areas. Check that out right along that edge. Not too bad. And here's the backyard. I've already overseeded below this wall. Can you see the line where I stopped? And then above the wall got seed dropped down yesterday. I just used my mower, bagger, rake, and dethatcher. Besides the spreader, that's the only tools that I used on this overseeding this year. This was seeded with Pennington Elite from Supersod. It's turf type tall fescue. It's a 3-way blend, and it's coming in pretty decent. Let me show you this area that washed out. This is pretty cool. It's like a dam right here, and it must have pulled all the seed. Look at that. Don't you wish all of it looked like that? Nice and healthy. Yeah, but it doesn't. Unfortunately, most of it looks thinner. That's what we're looking like right now. Hey, I'll take it. It's only been 2 weeks. And here's the before. This is just about what it looked like down here after I prepped it. I mowed it down to about 2 inches up here. Used the dethatcher, just ran it across, made 1 pass, made 2 passes in some of the more bare areas, and mowed and bagged that stuff up, and then dropped down that fescue seed. I do have irrigation up here, but it's not very good, so I have set up 2 sprinklers, one right there and one way over there to help supplement this water some up here. Hopefully get these seeds to germinate. And we did get a lot of washout in this area, so I am actually anticipating coming back with some extra grass seed. I'm thinking next weekend, after I get probably a first mow on this after 3 weeks. I'll mow it down. That'll give me a good chance to see, you know, where it looks the thinnest and where we need to add seeds to. But overall, real impressed with the seed. Stuff came up really fast. The thinness in this area is because of the washout. You can see areas where it ended up collecting look really good, and you can see where it ran off. And here is Zoysia plot number 2. I have not really showed this much on the channel because I got it down later than I should have. It's just at the end of the window for seeding Zoysia, and it's a salad bar. I've mowed it twice, and the good news is, just like that other area, there is some Zoysia in here, so I'm just going to simply leave this and really push it next season and see if I can get it to establish. Sure would be awesome to have Zoysia right here going up to the Bermuda, so I could mow them at the same heights, but we'll see if this establishes. The verdict is still out. All right, well, that's gonna do it for my lawn update. It's been a long time since I've walked around the whole entire lawn and shown you what's going on. Maybe you thought I stopped working on it, but as you can see, I've got a lot of projects going on, a lot of exciting stuff to pick back up on next season, and still a lot of stuff left for this season. I'll be mowing and kind of pushing the cool season grass. I'll also be doing a lot of leaf cleaning up, and I plan to do some work on some of my pieces of equipment in the garage, as well as getting out and doing some fishing. But hope you enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing if you have not, and go dogs. I'll see you in the next one.